Hi, my name is Dan Rokos, and for my final project, I decided to interview Chef New. He's the executive sous chef for the Peninsula Chicago. He has currently been in the industry for 27 years. 12 of those years, he has worked for many hotels such as Marriott, Hilton. He has also worked in New York at the Peninsula there, where he was the sous chef, and he also been in the sous chef and the executive sous chef of the Peninsula Chicago. Culinary arts was not his first career choice. First, he wanted to be an artist or even work with computers, either designing computers or fixing computers. But at first, he didn't want to be a chef, but he did have a passion for food, so he gave it a try, and now he became a big success. Big success. He has held many positions in the food industry. He's been a general manager. He's worked for a Gourmet Kitchen, banquets. He's been on the line of the restaurants. He's been Chinese chef de cuisine. He's also been the executive chef of once again New York, the Peninsula, and now he's executive chef for the Peninsula, Chicago. I asked him what are the joys of being in management. He says daily challenges, team dynamics, the overview of the operations. Um, the business is always different days because of the level of difficulty, and being the peninsula, they're constantly busy, so every day can be a challenge. And he also likes to be creative and go above and beyond, and to show his guests that what he can do and his talents. Because when he gets good feedback from a guest, it makes his day go by better. It makes him feel great about it. As well as challenges, um, he sees he sees challenges as a way to learn and grow. He doesn't take it negative. He makes it a positive. So if he does something wrong, he'll change it and make it right. He likes Another challenge is there's many different solutions to every problem. So every day you encounter a problem, so you need to have different solutions to make that problem better. And another challenge is being at the peninsula. They're very demanding, so you need to meet the guest needs no matter what. So if the guest wants a certain thing, we don't carry it. We need to go out and get it just for the guests, and we show that we care and we show that we respect them. The downfall of being an executive sous chef is that he needs to rely on the executive chef for decisions. He can't just make a decision, otherwise he'll get in trouble. He also wants his own kitchen. But overall, he oversees all the kitchens at the peninsula. There's 6 or 7 kitchens, so he oversees all of them. But he would really like his own kitchen. This way, he can be creative, experiment, and just work overall. But for now, he just moves from kitchen to kitchen, see how we're doing, see if we need help. If we need help, he'll step in and help us. If not, he'll tell us what we need to do, what we need to accomplish for the day, and he'll just teach us. If we have questions, he'll show us what we need to do. He's very knowledgeable and he's very polite, and overall, he's a great manager and executive sous chef. I asked him what is the difference between working now and back then when you first started, and overall, as everyone says, the economy has changed. As of right now, the economy is starting to grow in the food service industry. We're starting to see more business, more customers, more clients. So we're trying to get more demanding and whatnot. The main difference is while growing up and learning and working in different restaurants, the main difference is different management styles. Some managers were, polite and fair. Some were disrespectful. So if they're disrespectful, he would leave the he would leave the establishment and find one that's more suitable for him. That's why he lives off of fairness and being respectful to others. Just because growing up was kind of hard for him, he didn't have what we have today. Um, Also, I asked him what was the level of difficulty finding people for his job, executive sous chef, and overall just in the kitchen. It's very hard. It's the hard part is for executive sous chef is the knowledge you have to have. But finding people is easy. But overall, he says finding the right person for the job is hard. They need to meet the needs of everyone as well as keep the standards of the hotel. I also talked to him about training and motivation of staff. He says the level of business is very busy. The company is always moving, so it's a challenge to keep people engaged. Also, it takes longer for people to pick up on the tasks and understand what is happening around them and what's happening in the hotel. Some lessons learned that he through managing motivation is he needs to find people that are willing to learn and that can make and take a challenge. and achieve what is trying to be accomplished. I also then I asked him what has worked well for him as a manager. He's been a manager for Hyatt, Hilton, New York, and now in Chicago for the Peninsula. Number one, the very most important thing is listening to your employees, listening to your staff. What needs to be accomplished to meet their needs, as well as the hotel needs and the needs of the business. Second, he would say is communication. If you don't have communication, you can't get nothing accomplished. You can't get nothing, between people basically accomplished. Um, Without communication, nothing will get done. You won't make no money. You won't make anything happen for the guests and the employees, and for the hotel. And he also learns when to reward staff and employees and when to punish them. And last, fairness. He likes to be fair with all his employees. He's very well respected, and he's fair to everyone. I also asked him how do you resolve conflicts, because every kitchen, every hotel, every establishment has conflicts. First, he'll listen, and then he'll listen to all sides, listen to what is being told, and then he'll make the decision what he needs to do. Sometimes he'll make a decision that will be for both employees, or being one person might get in trouble over the other. But first of all, he has to listen to get what is being told across. Um, while first becoming an executive sous chef, he made some early mistakes. The mistakes he made were small, but they're made because he was trying to prove himself to the team and that what he can do. But by making those mistakes, he was able to learn and fix them, and that's what makes him a great sous chef today. One of his personal philosophies of managing people would be first always be fair, so fairness again, and then always tell people that you never stop learning. Every day you never stop learning is what he believes. Even for him, he's already had over 27 years experience, and every day he still learns something new, something that can be changed, something that can be fixed to make the job easier or get the job accomplished. Then we started talking about human resource and why it is important to have a human resource department at an establishment. Peninsula has a very nice human resource department. There's roughly about nine employees that work there, 9 10. Their main focus is to ensure fairness throughout the hotel, that all employees have their needs are met, and that they're getting the job accomplished. If there's a problem with staff or with managers, employees can go talk to the human resource department, and this way something can be fixed so that we can all work together and get along. They're all very polite. They're always there for you, and they'll do anything you ask them. It's within the nature of the restaurant and within the company's policy. I asked Chef New what does leadership mean to him, and he told me that he likes to set by example. He likes to lead by example, and that by him showing one thing, people will follow in his steps, and that people will trust him. Then I asked him how does he deal with stress, because everybody knows that the hospitality industry is very stressful. We're in the kitchen standing on our feet, 8 hours a day, maybe 16 hours a day, depends on where you work. But everybody has to deal with stress. You're dealing with stress from employees, from staff, from the guests especially. So Chef New likes to make work. He tries to make work fun and meaningful to us. He'll set up outside of work. We'll set up barbecues. We'll play football games, baseball, play sports, go to a bar, hang out, just outside of work. And then inside of work, he tries to be everybody's like nice to each other. Kind of have a little bit of fun, but on slow days, but on busy days, there's no fun. But overall, he's just a great person to work with. He's very, very nice. He's a short little guy, but he's very soft spoken, but very respectful to all of us. One of his most memorable accomplishments was becoming the executive chef of the Peninsula in New York. He was only there for about a year or two, but he had to leave that position because, of course, his family is very important, and family comes first. So it was hard for him to get his whole family and his kids out to New York. So he had to come back to Chicago, and he was still executive chef there for a little bit, but then he came back to Chicago and picked up on executive sous chef where he left off. Also, he's just proud of being part of one of the best hotels in the world, and part of the best hotel chains in the world, which is the Peninsula Hotel. Over the years, he has grown as a food service leader by networking and expanding. He's always learning, like he says. He's always gaining more experience every day, and education is part of growing. You learn everything new in the kitchen. You could learn a new way to do things, but every day you're always learning. And even after 27 years experience, he gains new experience every day, and he always will learn something new, which is what he likes to tell his employees to keep us motivated and keep us willing to cook and learn. He says that us chefs at the Peninsula are the next generation for employees. The next generation for cooking in the hospitality industry. So he likes to help set us up for our future and so we can be very successful. The last question I asked him was, "How did your experience of the business shape your management styles?" He said the first and only thing he says, make sure you're always fair to everyone. That's his main goal. His main focus is to listen, communication, and be fair. If without fairness, you won't go anywhere, and you cannot have a great team. After working for the past 3 months at my internship with Peninsula, it's great being part of their team. I like working there. They offer me a full-time job afterwards while going to school. They're gonna meet my needs of Kendall College, so I can go to school, do my homework, and then still work there. It's been a great experience. Chef New is very polite. I also learned a lot of new styles of cooking and new ingredients, and it's just working over well. It's a great place to work, and if anybody's interested in a job, they're always hiring. So let me know. Thank you.